What's up, guys? So today we're going to put out some mock scrapes. We're putting up vine scrapes this year. I've tried in the past. I've tried ropes. I've tried, branches. I've tried everything. So I know a lot of people have a lot of trouble with mock scrapes. This year I'm going to strictly vines, about the size of my thumb. I'm leaving these about waist high. So just cutting them off, hanging them in the tree, and then cutting them off wherever they fall about waist high. Cut them long. It's much easier to cut them off than it is to try to guess and hold it and whatever. So, but what I'm doing, we already put one in up there, and that's a place that we know that bucks come to scrape every year. And this spot is a lot the same way. The problem is we don't have an actual tree to hang anything from. So what we have are these Russian olives. These Russian olives are invasive, they're crazy, they go nuts. But what I'm going to do is I've got a little pair of pruners here that I stole from my wife, and I am going to just kind of prune this up and find a big enough branch to where I can stand on the back of the Ranger and be able to get it up in there. We'll show you the finished product when we get it all done, but this is an area where bucks have come and created a scrape every single year. The other thing that I'm doing in this location that I'd never done before is right behind this, in one of those larger cottonwood trees, I'm going to put a tree stand. So with our direction of travel, my direction of movement in this area is typically this way. So since it's this way, I want to create a hub right here where a buck is going to either come to or leave and be able to provide me a shot opportunity from that stand location. So all I'm trying to do is just catch their attention. They have this whole field to walk across, so I want to be able to give them an area to pinpoint to be able to give me a shot opportunity. Stick with us, we'll show you the finished product here in just a minute. Okay guys, so got this thing hung in this this bush. As you can see, I cleared out pretty much everything underneath. This stuff is a little too big for my pruners, so couldn't quite do that, but I think this is going to be the most appealing thing out here. So, and like I say, the fact that they come in here and they scrape right here every year anyway, I definitely don't think there's going to be a problem. But like I say, I cut them long, get to about waist height, and then maybe a little lower, cut it off there. That should be, they should be able to see that thing from a mile away. So that's kind of what we're doing. We've got 30 acres of woods. We put out 3 of these today, so don't want to go crazy with it. I don't want to put one every 10 feet. I usually try to put them anywhere from 100 to 200 yards apart, 100 being the bare minimum, and only in a spot like this where you have history of there being a scrape here or there, and not try to keep them too clustered, because you're trying to create that social interaction that deer have with, going to certain spots that they're used to and leaving scent and communicating among one another. So I think this one's going to work. I hope they all work, but I'll keep you guys up to date, let you know what's going on. The other thing I did want to mention is I always try to, this one we couldn't, but I always try to leave a tree behind them cleared out for trail cameras during the hunting season. So it's a good way to get inventory, and obviously we know that bucks go to scrapes. So just kind of be mindful of that when you're putting them in, and kind of prepare yourself for later on in the year, once we get into that rut time, pre-rut, and when they start really hitting the scrapes. Leave yourself a spot that doesn't look unfamiliar at that time. Let them get used to it now. That way, come October, they're used to it being there. When you throw a trail camera up in there, it's not going to be completely foreign to them. So that's all we got for you today. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you on the next one.